Candle confirmations in Malaysian support and resistance tradings are very powerful. Let me teach you exactly how you can use this to improve your trading by trading the MSNR. Of course, this is Komepips and I'm here to help improve your trading journey. Okay, so let's dive right in. So the first thing that we want to do is we need to identify what candle confirmation is. So this is part of the Komepips trading protocol that I'm about to share with you right now. And of course, I know you already know one or two things about MSNR, but let me show you something even more interesting. So first thing first, you want to identify key levels. So you want to identify A-shaped key levels, V-shaped key levels, even open close key levels, which we can also refer to as gap key level, which is OCL levels, right? Same thing as QM, all the key levels that I've shown you exactly, that's the same key level you need to pay attention to as I walk you through this step by step. But before I do that, this is my page and YouTube is telling me that most of you, majority of you that watch my content are not yet subscribed and you're not even liking, neither do you comment on my videos. As you can see, I have multiple videos right here that can literally shift the way you trade the MSNR. All you need to do is to go and give yourself a retreat, watch all these videos that you are seeing right here, and you notice that your trading game is going to change dramatically. So in case you've not done that already, before we dive right in, do well to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, before we move on, talking about the key levels, and if you watch this particular video right here, I talked about the storyline and I also spoke about the key levels. So I recommend after you've done watching this particular video, go check this one out. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. So the first thing that I want to do is we want to identify our key levels. So in this case, let's say that this is a E-shaped key level, right? And of course, this is the traditional MSNR classic level, and this is the A-shaped key level. Immediately you understand or you identify the A-shaped key level, notice that there was another candle that came to tap into this key level. Now, in identifying our storyline, I talked about this in our last video before this particular video where I said master MSNR storyline. Now, in that video, I explained that in order for you to get your storyline accurately, you need to first see a tap on a major key level. The key level could be MSNR, A-shape, V-shape, RBS, SBR, QM, and even OCL on the R time frames. Now, assuming that this is exactly what you've seen on the chart, and let's say that this is the rejection that you have gotten. When we say confirmation candles, they are very powerful for confirmations and for entries, just like the name implies. However, let me show you exactly how to identify them. So first, you need to first identify your key level, right? So like this key level, what can you see? You see that there was a rejection from this particular level with the same candle color. So when you see rejections on the same key level with the same candle color, this is an indicator that this zone is a strong level. What this implies is that liquidity have been taken from these highs. So all the liquidity that is here have been transferred to this week. So which implies that this week becomes stronger. In my subsequent videos, I'm going to teach you how you can use these liquidities to map high quality key levels. Meanwhile, enjoy this particular one. Like I said, immediately you see something like this, just note that liquidity resting on this whole zone, on these two candles, have been transferred to this particular candle. So the transference of the liquidity from these candles to this candle is what makes this level strong, and that's what we call the confirmation candle. So let me show you on the chart, because today we don't want the video to be too long, so let's make it very interesting. So first thing first, like I earlier stated, you want to identify an A-shaped key level. So this is an A-shaped key level. If we go to the line chart, right? So where is the rejecting candle? This is the protocol. This is the protocol, right? And if you notice, this is also an ICRT. Do you understand? For those of you who have been following me long enough and who were around when I launched the trading protocol, you understand what I mean by the ICRT. So of course, this is also an ICRT candle right there. Now, this candle has momentum, has liquidity on it. In it. Why? Because immediately price came to tap this zone and push down, all the liquidity, most of the liquidity here have been shifted into this candle. So usually this candle, or rather this whole key level, becomes a stronger zone. Believe me, this will change the way you trade your MSNR once you understand this. Please don't forget that you are learning this from the Komepips from the very first time, so that you don't just because by the time this thing becomes popular, everybody will be claiming, but listen, this is very, very important. I've said this, I've made this video before now, but I'm just making this again for those of you who were coming recently. Let me show you another example. See, this is a key level, right? We have an open close key level, which we call the OCL. So this is a key level, open close level, OCL, and we have another candle come into it, trade into it, and pushed away. What is implied is that all the liquidity inside these closures have been moved into this single candle. So it will be safe for you to now enter based on this particular candle. However, you shouldn't trade this on a standalone. It has to be done with storyline, breakout, inducement, and of course ICRT, CRT, internal liquidity, FVG, whatever way you want to trade it. Just ensure that you are trading this with context. Let me show you another perfect example. In fact, let's look for a perfect example. All right, let's see this one first. This is an A-shaped key level, right? Will you agree with me? This is an A-shaped key level. Let's look for a perfect one so that I will explain this to us in detail. Now, we have an A-shaped key level, and this is an MSNR, MSNR A-shaped key level. Now, the rejection from this key level, ask yourself, what candle color rejected? Is it the same candle color? If it is the same candle color, this is what we call the candle confirmation. We have this as candle confirmation. So what is the implication? The implication is that all the liquidity resting on these candles have been moved into this candle. So it is safe to say that entering based on this particular candle, it's actually very, very lucrative. So what you can do is, let's say you have checked all your storylines and is in line, and you've identified your level. All you need to put your entry there, and your stop loss usually above this particular candle. Of course, in this scenario, we saw that there was an extension of price, right? There was actually an extension of price right there. But does it cancel the fact that that was where price used? No, obviously not. So this is where you need to pay attention and understand exactly how this works. Let me show you another one. These candle confirmations are complex. They have complex one, just the way we have normal regular ICRT, and we have complex ICRT. We have traditional MSNR, and we also have complex MSNR. Yes, we do, right? But unfortunately, not many of you know all of these things, right? Let me show you something. This is a very fresh key level. Some of you were asking me in my video, you were asking me in this particular video that, oh, is this level not fresh? It is fresh. But my response to you was that no, that level is still a fresh level. And this is one of the reasons, and that's what I'm showing you right now. Because in my last video, majority of you said I should make a video on confirmation candle. Seeing that I want to see you grow, that is exactly why I'm making this video. So the best thing you can do for me right now is to go to the comment section and begin to tell me what you think about the video, or what you want me to make, or the next video you want me to make again. All right, so we have this confirmation right there. Rather, we have this V-shape, which is a very fresh level, right? And price traded above, came here, tapped it. Now, the moment that this candle tapped it, this is not a confirmation candle. Why? Because this candle is not the same candle color, so we can't call this a confirmation candle. Do you understand? Okay, so what makes it complex? As you can see, we have two and even multiple candles coming to tap that zone. So your understanding of this concept will actually change a lot of things about MSNR. Right now, immediately this candle came, tapped it, and rejected from this level. This zone has become stronger. I'm not saying that you should go and be trading, you should trade every zone that has those wicks. No, that's not what I'm saying. It has to be done with understanding and knowledge, and that's exactly what I'm sharing with you right now. So you notice that when this candle came, right, all the liquidity line here, all the liquidity here have been shifted down into this candle. And that's why most time when price taps that zone, what happens? Momentum. There's momentum, right? That's exactly what happened in this scenario. Look at that momentum. And where do you enter? You enter from here. And of course, if you have been following me on Telegram or you have been following me long enough on this channel, you know that I'm not just teaching you theory. I'm teaching you what I do, what I practice. I'm teaching you literally my trading, how I trade, right? I'm showing you a lot of things on trading protocol and the likes, and MSNR, right? So let me show you further examples why you should pay attention to these levels. These levels are very interesting. Okay, so let me show you another one. So we have this level as what? As an A-shaped key level. And what did you notice? Price came, taps, and pushed away. We have this as a QM. This is a QM. Pay attention. This is both a QM and this is also an RB, or rather SBRR. Okay, yep. So we have this level. How many rejection do we have? We have one. We have another one, and of course we have another one. Then we have this one, and what happened? This candle came, touched it, and pushed away with momentum. Exactly. That's exactly how this works. Double, or rather candle confirmations, are very, very powerful. Of course, there's what is called double confirmation, but I'm not going to make a video on that today. All of these things are MSNR concepts. Listen, the Malaysian Support and Resistance concept is very broad, like very broad. I can teach and teach and teach, and I will not exhaust a lot of things. Right now, you need to understand some of these things and how to mesh them together, and I've done a good amount of work on my channel. All you need to do, go and sit down, pick your pen, and start study. You can see a lot of videos I have on my channel right here. And peradventure, you really want to increase you want to increase the speed. You want speed in your learning process. I want to know exactly how I do this, okay? And you want to learn this systematically, step by step, like ABCD. Then what I would recommend is you join the trading protocol, the Komepips trading protocol. The trading protocol is a course in the Komepips Academy, which is in my mentorship. All you need to do is check the video description for access, right? Send me a message on Telegram or on Instagram and get registered into the academy. Believe me, just this year alone, right? This is just February. This year alone, we already have about 500 accounts in the mentorship. Yes, 500. Just this year alone, I personally have been funded with like 3 accounts, right? So this is something you can do, right? And of course, let me break the news right here. Another 50k account, I just added another 50k funded account, right? Once the certificate is ready, I'll post it on the Telegram. Yes, this will tell you that these things actually work. All you need to do is give yourself to study. Like I told you, if you don't have money to pay for my mentorship, you don't really need to pay, because I try as much as I can to pour my heart to see how you learn. However, there are many things that are not on here. Of course, I will have to reserve with the inner circle. Otherwise, they themselves, they will not be happy that I'm giving you everything for free. Right? So that's the essence. And of course, I give more attention to them because they are paying for my time, they are paying for my service, they are paying for my attention. Yes, that's what I think you should do. Okay, so like I said, you don't need to pay for my mentorship. It is not compulsory, but it is necessary. Yes, because I know what I'm saying. The value you get is not even like, is more than the money that you are going to pay. Okay, so yeah, so I have a lot of videos on my channel. You really want to sit with on my channel and watch and watch and watch. Okay, so this video is already getting too long. I don't want this particular video to be too long, especially seeing the fact that I've passed across my message, right? So you have questions, drop in the comment section below. You've not joined my community, do well to join my Telegram, and of course follow me on Instagram. And of course, I really want to grow my X account. I don't know what to do again, how to grow my X account. Please support the our X account. We are just 1K followers on X. Just click it and follow so that we get it running. Okay, thank you so much. I hope to see you on the next video. So let me know in the comment section what you want me to teach about in my next video. See you on the inside and see you on the profitable sides of the market. This is Komepips.